Alrighty, we're live, but we're not showing much. Why are we not showing much? Let me square that away. Ah, we are showing much now. Okay, we are live. Good stuff, guys. Okay, I'm just checking a few windows here. I want to take you through some stuff today. Take you through a few things. Okay, live chat. Excellent connection. You don't have to watch the whole thing here, guys. I'm just doing a few approaches to the carrier case 3 DCS Shadowlands. Hello. I don't know how to pronounce your first name. Gwinian, is it? I lived in Wales for 10 years. And I must admit I haven't seen that before. Tom, how you doing? Agent Jimbo, legend. Nice to meet you too, buddy. Nice to meet you too. Right, okay, so what we've got here is a DCS screen. Now, sometimes you can see this little green thing in the middle here. This is a clock that DCS uses. If anyone's interested in DCS, then of course, you know, you can chat to me in the chat or whatever. I'm just going to take you through some approaches now to the boats. I've turned off SRS. Now, when I actually go through, guys, actually, let's quickly show you, let's have a look. Let's show you some Discord stuff. The team on Discord, here we go. So that should be Discord there. What's that one? No, not OTC, Discord, because that's showing you this. So I've got to display capture something. Let me go and have a look at display capture 2. There we go, there's Discord for you. So now you should be seeing that. Now let's just check on the channel here. I've got 4 monitors here, guys. It's a lot. There's a lot of stuff going on. So you're still seeing DCS at the moment, but pretty soon you should see that Discord thing popping up. And of course I want to get rid of my stream. There we go. There's Discord. Right, guys, this is where... Okay, that's Discord now. So that's the stream itself. Let me get rid of the stream because it's actually got that monitor there. There we go. That's up there. Right. What you should be seeing now is Discord. Now, Discord, this is where we live on Shadowlands here, guys, just in case you're wondering what it all looks like. We've got a lot of people down here that have joined. Probably about 100 pilots, to be fair. So, and I do call them pilots because some of these guys are pretty good. And a lot of them are actual pilots as well. A lot of them are pilots. This tells you how to get on with the IP, how to kind of find the server and everything else. It tells you how to get across, tells you a lot about the server. And we've got a nice standardized version down here as well. So if you're interested in coming across and you're thinking about building a rig or something, I would just jump in here in the basic initially. So you're only paying 10 quid a month. It's not like breaking the bank or anything. But then there's a great channel here called Tech Chat. Now, the reason I talked to you about Tech Chat, there's some boys on here and some girls, but mainly the boys on here at the moment, building some computers, trying to work out what cards to get. They come to Tech Chat. They ask loads of questions, all right? Look at this dude. He's building himself a whole Harrier. This is Dave. He's a basic guy. He's built himself a whole Harrier throttle and nozzle quadrant here. Guys are helping out. There's some guys discussing cards. I've got the 1080 Ti. Okay, it's a good card. There's some guys all over the world. Look, so we're having a look at, you know, how good is that 3090 card really? Is it worth paying £2 for that card when you can get a 3080 if you can find it? And I can find it because I know people with them. But at the moment, they're about 1200 quid for a 3080. I mean, that's badness, isn't it? So we do discuss a lot of these things. So Tech Chat is really, really good. Tech Chat is a place you can come and you can post in here and just say, you know, there's a dude here. Look, he's got an RTX 760. He's actually 3 weeks ago got himself a 1060. It's not really cutting it in the multiplayer environment. So what he's doing, he's got this Ryzen 5 motherboard here and CPU chipset, and he's looking to get himself something different. So we're going to try and sort him out with a 3080 card. That might be of interest to some people. I wouldn't say jump straight into here. Hey Moshi, what's up, buddy? FJP for life. Nice. I would say to some people that if you are thinking of, as I said, coming in, then by all means come in and just have a look at just come and fly on the free server. Who's got the 3090? How you get 3090? That is awesome. That is awesome, buddy. Have a 3090. 3060, yeah, still a great card actually, Evan, to be fair. Still a great card. Now guys, because I run this, all right, because I'm running Shadowlands, I've got to get into all this stuff, okay? It was stuff I didn't really know too much about when I was in the military, but now I'm not in the military anymore. I get deep into all the CPU chipsets and everything else. Hey, how you doing? I'm on a live stream. What's going on? Let's have a look. Who's that? Hey Ben, how you doing? I'm on a live stream on YouTube, mate. We're just talking cards and answering some chat. I'm about to go and bounce around the carrier, do some approaches, and then very soon, Ben, I'm going to turn it back to daytime again. You flying, Ben? Oh, sorry, Ben, you flying?
Hey, yeah, I will be. Very soon.
Roger that. I'm on a live stream on YouTube at the moment, so I'm going to get in a jet in a minute, go up to the stack on a case 3, and then come in on the ILS as we did before. So if you're in the air, then I'll probably see you there. But I'm just talking to people on the on dem YouTubes at the moment. Okay, and then I'll jump in the server in a second. I'm just taking them through some Shadowlands stuff. Yeah. Ben, incidentally, guys, if you don't, if you obviously, I'm just going through a bit Discord, Ben, but Ben is our naval ace at the moment. You're on a naval squadron, Ben, aren't you? So you know all this kind of stuff. What's going on? Which is good.
I do indeed.
You do indeed. Right, so you'll be the naval expert. I'll probably catch you on the carrier in a minute, Ben. You won't hear me because I'm just talking to YouTube. I'm just going to jump into the DCS now, but if you're in there, I'll catch you in there in a minute, all right?
Cool.
All right, guys. So, as I said, there's a whole world of chat channels down here. We've got voice channels, as you can probably see down there. And the voice channels, let's just take you through some of the chat channels, shall we? So the README is where everyone starts off. We do use SRS, but not all the time. So if you haven't got SRS, simple radio standalone, I think it is, for DCS, then it doesn't matter. We also simulcast in these channels. We have correct comm, so it's all the correct comm, so you can learn all the way that we talk about it in the Air Force. There you go, it's all there, written all this stuff out for you, okay? All the airmanship checks we go through, exactly what we taught in the Air Force. We just modelled it across to the F-18, F-5. This is all there, okay? If you want to know how to use proper comm, the guys learn it the proper way, which sometimes means they get a bit of abuse from me. But that's the way it is, isn't it? There's some rules, not many rules. And then we've got different channels. So general chat channel, there's a public chat, anyone can chat in there. Screenshots. Some of these screenshots are epic, to be fair. Guys are doing a lot of night carrier ops this week, so we've been doing a lot of boat work. There's guys flying F-16s, mainly though the F-5 and the F-18 guys, but that's in there. They love their memes for some reason, memes, whatever you call them. Tech chat though is really good. Then we've got some vaults, and in the vaults and skins, we get a whole world of stuff in there. Guys are doing their own skins. There's some real cool stuff in there, guys. And there's a whole skin pack you can download. Where is it? I did put it in last night, in fact. Oh, there it is, on my Dropbox. Okay, the whole skin pack you can download there. Announcements, the syllabus is there as well, taken from AFT. So that's down there. I'll go through it for you if you want. Advanced flying training then, pretty much as we did at Valley. So airlift mills, stalling, close formation. And by the way, guys, you can come in and out of this at any time. Right now we're here night flying. So in 2 weeks' time, we have a 2-week breather. I'll start going through the whole thing again. But also week 1, we're going to be doing fast jet handling, and we're probably doing week 8. And then week 2, stalling, and week 9. You haven't got to do all of it. You can do whatever you want, whatever makes you comfortable. But learn at your own pace. That's in the advanced, obviously. Weekly flying program. That's in there as well. So weekly flying program looks something like this. Grey, the sessions I teach in. Green is my availability, technically my availability. Red is when I'm not available because, of course, I'm a strategy guy for aerialists as well. So we just dropped some stuff in here. There's a briefing, so there's always a briefing that you can look at. And then there's passwords, which I'm not going to show you because it's super secret. Basic chat, advanced chat, just the guys ditting on about stuff. There's a training folder. And the training folder here, I'll show it briefly if I can. Oh, it's put up in some other place, so how can I show the training folder? I'll just quickly get this window to display something else. Hold on a second, guys. There you go. As you can see across there then, all the guys have their stuff in there. They can mark it off themselves, or I mark it off for them, and you can see in here that they can just select proficient or completed, depending on the ability level that we all decide they are. And when you finish that, by the way, you can use FJP as a moniker in front of your name all across the internet, and I'll support you 110% that you've been training with me. We do landaways, all documents go in here. There's a bot, Commander Mike Metcalf. You might recognise him as Viper from Top Gun. He's with us, he plays us music, and then people sell stuff on here, super cheap guys, we try and help each other out, and everything is stored up on Dropbox, so you can come across and get all the stuff you need from Dropbox. Everything's up there. These studs then, these are actually the frequencies that we genuinely use at Valley. I've taken all 20 frequencies. They, it's like ground and tower. It doesn't really matter for DCS. But either way, what happens when you're flying with someone else, and we'll jump into the sim now, guys. You can jump into a stud. You can use our SRS. You can push this on, and you can both chat to each other. I've got an office here, and if I'm in the office, you can come and see me, and if I'm available, I'll come flying with you. And I do that a lot with the basic and the advanced. I'm only saying this because in 2 weeks' time, of course, we do start again. Let's jump into the simulator. I use a lot of ATC, TAC View, and DCS. Right, so let me just quickly have a look at this. Now, what can happen, this is why we sort each other out with things, is what can happen, guys, is you can get, come across here. There we go. That's just the YouTube live stream screen. I'm just sharing this screen here. I've got 4 screens. Here we go. So, hey Matt, how you doing? Gwinion. That's how you pronounce Gwinion, is it? Okay. You're next to Mona. Okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah, try and get 3060. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, cool. Let's jump in. Right, anyway, sometimes it can be a bit of a problem. So I'm going multiplayer here, and you'll find that it will go all the way through here, and you'll get a little star, because I've actually got my Shadowlands one there. I'll fly with Cap sometimes on the Grim Reaper server, on the Stoneburner server for his 6-day war thing. He's a good guy, Cap, isn't he? We like Cap. So all you do is you click on this, type in the password, super secret, because this in Discord only. And what you'll find now, this is what I'm not doing today. I'm not having SRS up. Or am I? If I bring SRS up now, if I allow it to load itself, guys, sometimes I get problems with this. So I'm just going to cancel it at the moment. I don't need SRS today. It has come up anyway, but I just don't need it. I can just manually load that myself. But what I need is to just get into the server. So I'll jump in. I run a 1080 Ti card, 3.7 overclocked, not cryo cooled or water cooled or anything. It's a reasonable PC from a company called Palicomp. There's Ben in the server already. He's on the pan there. I'll go and join him now. I'll jump in. Now, guys, it's night. The cloud base here is something like 8,000 to about 12,000 feet. So it's dark o'clock. Okay, let me get rid of this now. You can tab this out, or we can just control Y on this thing. And I just need these. I need to get the audio coming through my headset, because it's not at the moment, so it's gone for the Rift. I'm not on Rift today, of course. No, come on. No, which one is it? Got so many of them. Right, so I'm in this jet in F-18. Hopefully you can see how dark o'clock it is, and if you look over this side, there's Ben now. He's already started up. I'm just next to you on the right there, Ben. So you can get a torch, Alt, left Alt, L. That's my torch up here, and we do carry a torch for real, guys, in the real jet. It's a finger torch. It's on the back of one of my fingers.
If you want, I'll just stick on your wing and we can fly out there, and then and we'll both go to our separate holds if fans.
Yeah, I'll drop you off. We'll see what they give us initially for the hold, and then I'll drop you off in one. You can send down to the other if you want, and we'll just go in. I'm just starting up now. I won't be 2 seconds.
Cool.
So whilst that's starting, guys, I can put all these across to night, and then they will come on tonight. I'm not doing all the fire checks and everything. If you want to do the fire checks, you can. Make sure anything that says that night is night. Down on this side, then get your this is APU shutting down. Get those up already. Get that across.
I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Green light on that. So now I can start my right engine. Both throttles are there. So you're looking for about 20-30% here. Right throttle's gone, and the outside lights, I need some of those to come on as well. Anti-coal should already be coming on. You see that engine spooling up now. So I'm obviously watching all the engine instruments as that does come up, looking for over 10%, anything like that. I'll get lights will come on after that, fine. I can keep the torch up if I want to, but for real I've probably been the torch. I'll just get, you floodlight the cockpit at the moment. Give it as much light as you want at the moment, that's fine. Let's get the radar to op and the INS to start aligning. Also, when this thing comes on here, the AMPCD, there it is, get rid of the stick real quick and just put it to there, stored heading align. That will kind of rapidly get that thing moving. Just get this here. I've mapped something to my I've got the Warthog stick, guys, so with this thing now I can just use the modifying key to set my altimeter. And I can put my fuel in there as well on a modifier, so I'll put 2,000.
Okay, I'm back.
I'm going to need about less than 7 tons of fuel. I want to do my bit here, so get my bit up, bit page up, FCS bit, and then I'm going to have to do the bit check on that. Wait for it in test, happy with that now. All this stuff up here then, you've got the frequency in there, so we're going to go to the boat. I'll go and Napa for 270, 250.0. But today I'm probably not going to use the radios, I see what Ben's doing. All that there to reset those, got to restack them. There we go, and we'll just restack until I get the left on. Left engine coming up now. And I'm waiting for that into what's I'm doing now. Get this up. Put this to 450. Okay, fuel going in on the left, and it is loud, guys. So whilst that's happening, I'll shut the canopy and monitor the start. And you're looking for that canopy caption to go out. There's the canopy out. Right now we monitor the start, looking for it over temp, and we should get all clear caption. This INS still degraded because it's still going through its check. And you make sure there was no one around the aircraft there. That's all go. So now we can have a look at, just work out the weight of the aircraft. 3600, I want 33. I've got to lose 37. I've got to lose armour seat now. Oh, there, the man set, crikey. There we go. Normally you press that button in for the man set. So that's the seat armed, that's fine. Let's have a look then. So we've got 37. We're now looking for 33 to land, so I've got to get rid of 4 tons. So down at about 6 tons for recovery, something like that. In fact, that's probably about 7 tons because I'm actually around about 11 there. So we want to really dim this down. That's one of the things people don't do with night flying, is you've really got to dim everything down, like everything. Make it as dark as possible, okay? Including all your lights here. So turn my torch off. 60 seconds, Ben.
Copy.
So you want the dimmest cockpit possible, and this here you want to... Oh, sorry, I was just chatting to the YouTube. I was using the mic. My apologies.
No worries.
That's the APU going off. So just to have a look at, I want to be able to see stuff, instruments, files, all that stuff, and we should be okay on that now. Let's just make sure we are. Yep, got okay. Timed out. Got an okay on there. I'll move that across now. Make sure we've got nothing here. Move that across now to nav or IFA, in-flight line. Doesn't matter. Where's my stick gone? Okay, this should be all set. RWR, no, got that on. Have the radar up today. This is, you need to dim this down. So we've got it on night. Dim the HUD right down. And in flight, we'll be dimming this down a lot, okay? A lot. As we get airborne. Now, left to right. So we've got half flap up there. Check everything out here. We've got anti-cold, should be on. They are on. Outside check. Yeah, we're looking good. Half there, fine. That's IFE's down. Just check it is on. MVG, that's night, that's good. We'll turn this down as you get airborne. Across here, we've got time there, that's fine. Everything down the right hand side is should be in place. It is. Happy. Let's just get off this screen. So on this screen, then I want my FCS. And here, and on this screen here, I decided to put the head-up display on there, but I'm going to put the HSI today, and I'm going to set myself up for the boat, which is on here then. So TACAN on, 72, enter, and then when I'm in the hold, I'll put the ILS in. You can see the boat is, so we're going to route out there today, and I'm going to stick the TACAN in there so I can see where the boat is. We'll go out there about 300 knots, back to about 250.
Anapa, Ford 3-2, request start.
Alright, look in the taxi now. Just give me a call.
Ford 3-2, Anapa, clear for startup, wind 130, at 6 meters per second. Anapa, Ford 3-2, request taxi to runway.
Right, okay, let's flash taxi light.
Ford 3-2, hold position.
I want field, I want anti-skid on.
Ford 3-2, hold position.
Okay, we're taxiing then. Hang on, stand by. We've got something from the right.
Yeah, there's a hawk.
Is that a hawk, is it? Okay. It's better than your B-52s you had in before.
There's still those hanging around, be careful.
We'll go off 2-2 then. We'll climb out of 2-2, do a 5-second stream if you want. Unless you want to hit me on takeoff. Probably do a 5-second stream, Ben. We'll go above the clouds then. I'll level about 15,000. Yay, lads, I'm glad. 100 squadrons, isn't it? Good. Right. Clear right. Clear left. Okay, guy. Okay, taxi. Okay, guys, when you do taxi then, you taxi forwards and then just check the brakes. There, the brakes work. Now check your nose or steering. That works. If you don't need the nose lights, the taxi light, then don't use it, but I am using it today. Shouldn't have asked the nap of the taxi in the first place, should I? Just give me grief now. It's dark o'clock out there. Sometimes it's best not to use the taxi, turn it off for a second. Oh, it's even worse. We have to listen to this dude now. This is air traffic at the finest, isn't it? So there is extra text in the HUD down here, guys. You can't see it. So turn it right down. If we turn the HUD up now, you better make out that.
Another Hawk just touched down.
Roger that.
Hold position. 431, hold position. 431, hold position.
So we're going to go from runway 22 then. There is a...
431.
You can actually go all the way up to the fence here past our traffic control tower. We don't want to do that today. We're going to turn on to the runway short. Looks like this Hawk's getting airborne for us. Is this Hawk looking to get airborne, Ben, is he?
431.
No, he's just landed.
He's just,
The one that's in front of us, yeah, just landed, and there's another one just landed on the runway. The one in front of us is probably going to despawn in a sec.
okay, cool. Just because Ben makes these missions a lot of the time, so he knows more about them than I do.
431.
So the guy today, then, guys, what we're doing is case 3 carrier
Either that, or
recoveries.
he's going to taxi over to the hangars far side.
Roger that. He may then go behind the runway, then not taxi onto it where we're taxiing onto it. So
431,
Mhm.
hold position. 431, hold position.
yeah, we get it.
431, hold position.
We are stuck taxiing behind the slowest Hawk in the
Hold
world.
position.
So whilst you are taxiing out, you'll be looking at your kit, making sure everything's squared away.
431, hold position. 431, hold position. 431, hold position.
Anapa, Ford 3-2. Request taxi to runway.
Just trying to shut the traffic up, to be fair.
432, continue taxi.
Oh, there we go. Air traffic does love us. It is AT spam. Air traffic control spam. You're absolutely right. So we're going to get airborne then, put about 15,000 feet. I'll truck outbound to the carrier. We can see where the carrier is here. I don't know what radio they're going to put us on, but they normally put us on a radio for the hold, and the hold is at the height they give
See
you.
a Yak 40, 12 far anti-call light.
Has that just landed, is it?
No, he's on final now. Long final.
Roger that. Roger that, have a look. Okay, that Hawk looks like he's taking the runway.
Yeah, he's either going to take it or taxi across it. I think he's taxiing across it.
Roger that. Yeah, they've got the lights on for second landing anyway now, haven't they? So you can fly VR or you can fly track IR.
Yeah, I can see the light of the thing landing. Just off our 12. Pretty far.
Roger, look. Yeah, VR, track IR, you can fly whatever you want, guys, in the server here.
So if we take the runway and just go straight away, we should be fine.
See if I can get him on a data link page or something. He's probably not got data link on, is he? Probably not got data link on, is he?
No. We might get AWACS info from him, but apart from that, no.
We've got a range on F10 or anything? Let's have a look quickly. I'll go there.
I can see him just mark one eyeball, and he looks pretty far.
You can't really tell ranges at night. No, looking at this, you've got C-130 coming in.
True.
5,000 feet. He's going to be coming approach. If we line up and get airborne straight away, I reckon we're right. Okay. I'll take the left side. You take the right.
Probably that. Yeah, it looks like that Yak's actually not landing. One of them's outbound and one of them's gone further west.
Yeah, I got it.
432, Anapa, you are cleared for takeoff when ready. Climb 300 at QFE 29.78.
Let's do a 5-second stream then, Ben. All right, I'll be ahead of you and pick up on radar for the climb up through cloud. I'll level about 15,000 above, and then you can come in on me, all right, when we see the moon. Okay.
Copy that.
Okay, Lee's winding up. Must be rolling. Okay, don't use too much rudder here, guys. You can paddle out the rudder at about 70 knots. The wind is strong from the right today.
She's rolling.
431, unable to clear for takeoff.
Positive climb, gear travels, flaps travel.
431, Anapa, you are cleared
I'll be climbing at 350 knots.
Climb 300 at
Copy that.
29.
Gears up for limiting speed and flaps up. It's nice. 350 knots then out of reheat. Going to keep it there, and I'm going to keep that climb coming. So looking to hold 350 knots with a full plough climb. That hopefully means Ben won't catch me too far. Obviously about to go on instruments then, make sure everything is erect and synchronised. I'm talking to you as well, Ben, so do apologise. Make sure everything's erect and synchronised as we go IMC.
No worries.
Of course, There we go. So I'll come left onto a heading of about 200. Coming left on a heading of 200. That's us IMC now, which is pretty horrendous.
Alright, I've got you hooked on radar.
Roger that. And I've got 300 knots at the minute. Okay, I'm Victor Mike at 12,000. I've been levelling at 15.
Copy.
Now we're inside 50 miles, so we have to talk to the boat pretty soon. Okay, levelling 15,000, come back to 300 knots. I'll make a call to the boat, okay?
Copy. I'm a mile behind, 50 knots closure.
Roger, you're clear, John. So now I'll call the boat guys, and then we're going to tell them we're inbound. They're going to give us a load of information, okay? Loads of
March
information.
Street working, all 3 talk. Angels 15, state 11.6.
State is 11.6, that's super fuel heavy.
101, Courage Marshall, Base 3 recovery, CD1 approach, expect final bearing 113, altimeter is 2903, 101, Marshall Motors 2903, radio 22, DME Angels 7, expect approach time is 40.
2 saddle left on left.
Marshall longitude 9 degree, 22, DME, Angels 7. Expected approach time is 40.
Okay, and approach line at 40, I'm looking at going in at 7,000 then on 22 on 293, I'm just going to get that on now.
Copy. I'll call up now as well. And I think you've called for us both actually, I'm getting...
Yeah, I think they have.
Stuff that
So I'll just
should
drop
already
you
done.
off. I'll take the higher over. I'll just take us out now. So we're looking at going out to 22 miles, 7,000. So we're going to be IMC, of course. I'll take us down to the cloud base and have a look. In the descent. Just going to come right then inbound the radio for us. Now Ben is a good pilot on here. He's a young dude looking to get into the Air Force, so we're giving him some decent training. He works pretty hard. Obviously he's got the mind of a 16-year-old, so you know he's a bit prefrontal cortex not fully developed, fully understand that. So we keep him in check. There's a lot of good guys on here, a lot of real pilots on here as well, helping these young people out, which is all good. Right, now I'm looking at 22 miles, guys, 7,000. At some point I'm going to have to drop Ben off, and the way we can do that above cloud is I'm probably going to go down to 7, he's going to take 8. Ben, if I take 7,000 and you take 8,000, I'll be at 22 miles, you'll be at 23, and happy.
Happy.
Just stay on the wing now as we go IMC. If you can, if at any stage you can't, then obviously just break out.
Cool.
And as you pass through 8,000, you just level for 8, and I'll carry on down for 7, okay?
Copy.
Clouds and DCS always a problem. Now I'm at 74% RPM, can't really go much lower than that because I will cause Ben huge issues, so I need to kind of put that up a little bit. 10,000 then. 10,000 for 7 for me, and 8 for Ben. I want to be 22 miles. He's going to be 23 miles. Never fly off your wingman, so whatever wingman's doing, you've got to fly your own. Obviously you can see the TACAN there. I'm trying to make that TACAN come into the middle. Fuel is 9.5, so I will dump fuel in the hole to get it down below 7 for the approach. Through 9 then for 8, I need my radar button to be 5,000 feet also. So it goes off when I get down to platform at 5. Good. Right, there's 21 miles, so I'm going to be having to come back out, which is fine.
There's 8,000 on
Yeah, you can level for 8, mate, no worries. I can see you go. Now Ben's going to fly his own now, So it doesn't matter how we fly here as long as we stay to a height. And I'm probably going to fly about 250 knots to make it 300 on the ground speed. I'll talk to you about ground speed and true airspeed in a minute. And its left turns pretty much. You can fly however you want in this as long as you stick to height. So 7,000, it was 29.93. So you can see my pressure setting is inaccurate there. So I need to just, there we go, change that. I can only change it by a little bit, guys. So that's as good as it's going to get today. And Ben's at 8,000. He'll wait for me to call. It was a start time of 40, 8 minutes. But I don't know whether we're going to sit around for that. And if I'm at 250 knots, then that might give me 300 on ground speed. You can see on my, there we go, 300 on ground with the wind. So now I know I'm doing 5 miles a minute. It helps work out the maths for leaving this. I'll talk you through the maths in a minute. So there's me outbound now. IMC sat at 70 in the cloud here. And I'm just going to get my sitting position a bit worked out a bit better. That's a bit better there. Okay, so I need to come back to about 250 knots then. Fuel, I'm going to start dumping 9.3. I'll move my fuel up then for 7, so it's going to warm me when it's at 7. And I'll tell Ben he's going to need to dump as well. He'll know that. And 1 is dumping fuel. So I come back to 250, and at 250 I should be about 300 knots, which is about 5 miles a minute. So now I can work it out. I was supposed to be 22 miles, so I can work out exactly how long I need to leave. Now, Ben, I wasn't going to worry too much about the departure time, unless you really want to. I was going to do maybe just 1 orbit of this and then go straight in.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, what I'll do, I'll let you know when I'm leaving. Initial approach fix, I'll call establish now, and I'll call commencing, and then obviously give it 2 minutes and commence after, or give it a minute, 30 seconds, I don't mind.
Cool.
So 145 then is obviously my my number. So I'm going to basically just dump down as soon as I hit 7,000 pounds. I'll then reset this, and I will do my hails. So
Established Angels 8.5, stay 8.9.
there we go.
101, Roger,
Got
stay
that.
86.
Fine, happy with that. And we're going to be on. We are on carry good, and we are on anti-skid is off. 250 is what we want. Approaching 7.5 at a range of 30 miles. Happy to turn back in. This track IR has been an idiot today. That's better. Right. So you can see about 262, 70 knots has given me about minus out of 10. So about 300 is going to be about 265 knots. That'll work out for timing if you want to do timing. Then you can use a rate 1 turn. A rate 1 turn means you're going to cover 108 degrees in 1 minute. And the way we do that is we take our ground speed and we add 7, divide it by 10, or take a tenth of it and add 7 degrees. So for rate 1 turn now at this speed at 330 knots, if I sort myself out, come out to 250. 250 will be 300. There's my bingo there. Cancel, cancel. Bingo's good. Stop dumping. Switch pigs. Oh, it is off because I've actually dumped it down to. That's why. And then I can reset my thing down to 2,000. There's 250 knots there. So yeah, with this 250 then we've got about 300 there, so rate 1 turn would be about 37 degrees, and that would make me cover 180 degrees in about 1 minute, and you could do that, so you can actually work your timings out. We're not going to do it today, we're going to go straight in for the approach. So with the ILS then I want that on, ICLS, ILS today is 12, needs to be on though, ILS needs to be on, 12. Roger that, I'm going to box ILS up there, I'll get a single bar in the middle. So I'm going to come around. And commencing, so 32 miles into 22, it's 10 miles, I mean 5 miles a minute, so 2 minutes. 2 minutes to commence.
Copy.
So Ben is orbiting around up top. So got the right frequencies on, everything on there. So fuel is good for recovery, instruments are synchronized radios, altimeters. Demist is not necessary, but for real in the Hornet you probably put heat on if you've been sat at height for a while. And safety altitude is not applicable today, but the radar is on. Radar is on 5,000 feet, so as I come down through platform it should alert me. I'm just getting on that radar now, which is a 293. The actual bearing itself was 113. So 113 is going to be the heading. I'll chuck it in now to the that's the course of 293. Heading is going to be 113. That just gives me a little heading bug there, so I know roughly what heading to fly. And of course I'm now coming on to satisfy the TACAN itself. Yep, and it did. Thank you, Stephen. Lucky mate, you're absolutely right. It did shut down the fuel dumping. Right, so we're good for us today. Good HL. Jet is good. 6.7, roger that. Looking for 22 miles to start. And you can have auto throttle here. That might actually be quite a good thing for me. But in the descent, you'll need to use a bit of air brake. The Warthog's a good stick and good throttle to use, but you do find sometimes that buttons don't always work as well as you sort of like them to work. And VR, this is much better doing virtual reality, guys, than trying to do on track IR, but of course, there's my auto throttle control there for you. So now I'm pretty much satisfied on the TACAN, looking for 22 miles, and then it'll be a commencing call to them. And I would be on a time, but we're not doing time today, guys. It was going to be minute 40, but we're just going in early because we can, because I've got to go and do things today. It's a busy, busy guy.
145. Commencing. State 6.7.
6.7 from the fuel then.
9.9.
Yep, altimeter's great, but we're going to be on rad out as well. Part of my HLRs.
145. Radar contact. 23 miles. Expect final bearing. 113. 145. Switch approach.
145.
Okay, let's have a look then. So hook, heat,
I'm 2 minutes.
anti-skid, instruments, landing, weight, rad up bug, and we're 22 miles. So we're inside, so we're going down now. Now what you do, guys, on this is you're looking at a 4,000 foot per minute rate of descent initially. So it's about 8 degrees. Take 10 just to get off that initial part. Stay on the TACAN. Roger, I'm in the descent now. And you will need some speed brakes a little bit. This is why I get rid of auto throttle at this point, rather fly myself. And all the case 3s then are single. Approaching 5. Rad out should go off at 5. And then we half it to 2.
Altitude.
Yep, good. Now we half it to about 2,000 foot rate descent. And there's a rule we're going to use here, and I'll explain it to you in a second. And we're going to come down to 1,200 feet. FJP platform.
145. Platform.
4,000. Keep the height good. Down for 1,200. And I want this down to 450. 450 is good. Right, guys. Oh, yeah, taking a mode. That's it. I should get rid of that. Leave that box. That's gone. 4,000 in for 1,200. 10 miles we're going to configure. And this is where you fly into the sea if you're not careful. The rule then is no more than, they call it 1 minute to live basically. So below 5,000, what we tend to use, or what they tend to use in the US Navy, it seems.
And just commencing.
Right to that. So whatever they're descending to, they never have a rate of descent greater than. So I would never have a rate of descent greater than 3,500 feet.
6.0.
So I was on about 2,000 down here at the moment. I hit a button. It's brought the 113 to that. Looking to configure up 10 miles, down to 1,200 feet.
101.
Maximise your SA. Now, I've done this in VR, I haven't done this in track IR. It's a bit frustrating to be fair, guys. So, right.
145.
Approaching 2,000 in for 1,200. There's 10 miles, looking at configure soon. Right out is the HUD, so keep
And drop platform.
There's a light of the ship there, so I am left of track, which is showing 600 to level. Now, I don't want to be more now than whatever my height's showing on my rate of descent. 1,700 for 12. Configuring. Because I got down late, so I'm configuring now.
Springfield Infield 1, passing waypoint 2 at 17,000.
Looking for 1200. Let the jet come back on. Approach speed about 135, something like that today.
145.
Let the jet come back. Let the jet come back. Now about 4 miles we should see the ILS start taking. Up 20 knots, start bringing the power in now. And trim into the E-bar. Trim into the E-bar. Trim nicely into the E-bar. We can turn that down. The AOA gauge can turn right down. There we go. AOA indexer. Power now. Left hand. Fly the jet with the left hand now. That should be home fuel. Yep, it's fine. So 1200. Okay, fine. Now the next call is going to be the ball call, so we're okay. So now we're flying about 8.1 out for something like that, between something like 6.8 I think it is and 8.8 or something. That's fine, it's flashing green then, so now I've got the localizer, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the localizer on the ADI because it's much better on here, and you might have to box INS as well.
145. Off your left. 145.
FJP localizer established. That's just a call for Ben, just to let him know that I'm on the localizer. Got a good approach speed there, got the hook down. Let's have a look across the panel here. Everything is in the right place. So I'm looking to descend then when that bar comes down, and it's going to be about 2 miles, 860 feet, and then you see a little bit of a crosswind on the carrier today. So I'm about here, just that out. There's red on the carrier, so I want that to be amber. So looking for a descent then. Radar bug has been set. You call needles if it was ACLS. You call something different than this, but we're not calling anything today. There's the amber of the boat now, so I know that's what I want. The deck. So we fly the velocity vector here. Pressing glide path on me, roger that. So we fly that with the left hand using throttle only. We are configured, so we're happy to establish this rate descent in a second. 3.5. Only until we can see the ball, guys. Only until we see the ball, then we'll fly a ball. Look at the ADI, it's better on the ADI.
Found your needles.
He's calling needles even though he's got an ICLS. That's an ACLS call, but we do it anyway in DCS. So he's behind me. So now I'm just coming down. There we go. Now I've got that. Now I can call that.
145. Port of ball. 6.1.
Don't use the left hand. 43 knots down the angle deck, roger that. So I want to be here. I want that to be there. So I want now to be responding not necessarily to the ILS but to the ball. So come on, I've got to use my left hand here. Drag the ball down. Let's be doing other things and looking at the chat, which is not the ideal thing to do. Let's follow that. Wheels down. It's coming through 950. Probably the worst approach on the flow. Why wouldn't it be? If you're streaming it live. There we go. Get back on where you need to be. Now, fly the ball, not the needles. So you need to come down, drag the ball down. Drag the ball down. And the key is to fly just the best approach you can. You can obviously get rid of the ILS now at this point, and I will. To declutter my head-up display.
Infield 1, passing waypoint 3 at 20.
There's the deck coming into sight now.
On bypass. On course.
Onto that. A bolter, straight ahead, 1200 feet, into the bow. And Ben's behind me, I need to get off the deck quickly. Come on, that's it. Drive it in, don't cut power. Drive it in. Drive it in. Don't cut power, drive it in. Power now.
I hear you.
Okay, 4-wire. Okay, I got a 4-wire, Ben.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Could have been better.
It's better than a one wire.
Okay, deck's clear for you.
Thanks, sir.
All the lights would go off at this point, guys, because it is quite a lit deck. I don't know why that home light's on. Now we'll sit in. If we can, quickly we go into the LSO's cabin and have a look for a Ben.
101, Hornet Ball, 5-4.
Oh, we've got time. Wings. Okay, we haven't got my paint scheme on, so I'll put the paint scheme on now. You get all these liveries, guys. You get all the liveries. Shark's teeth.
Request rearming.
Right, let's go and see Ben then, shall we?
Copy.
Why'd you get? We didn't.
3.
Yes, 3 wire. Just missed you coming in. Nice. You getting everyone again?
Yeah, my dude. Why the hell not?
Alright, we do a double catch shot then. You get all these liveries, guys. Look at the teeth
That's
on
a
this thing.
fantastic idea.
Look at the teeth on this thing. Yes.
Rearming
Got
complete.
the name on the side if you want it. Anyway, right, we're going to get everyone together. Stand by. So I need to speak to the boys. Yep. Happy. Also, we don't really teach carrier. We're teaching night, not carrier. Night. Just so happens that we do lots of things on the carrier. At night.
Gonna have to blind the pod deck crew guy just so I can see what he's telling me to do.
Yeah, I get you. We do things with the rad out now, so I'm just going to do that, waving me forwards. I'll do the same thing actually. Poor bloke.
Tim, do you have the new camo livery downloaded? Can you see mine?
I can't. What is it? The livery?
It's a navy camo one.
No, I haven't. I'll go and get it. Was it in the skins pack? Was it?
Yeah, was it?
No, I'll go and download it. I haven't put it in, to be fair. Okay, the bar goes down. Add rad out down to 50 feet. I think it's 40 feet actually for the rad out. Straight ahead to 500. So what are we going to climb here? This non-standard pattern bend. Straight ahead 1200 feet. And then let's do a left turn out back to a height of our choosing. And we'll come back in again, yeah? Or do you just want to fly straight back out maybe 7 miles and come back in that way?
You lead the way. I'll just follow you.
Okay, well, it does say 150 knots with half flap on a bolter pattern. Let's fly. Let's completely get everything up, and we'll go 300 knots downwind. I'll turn at about 7 miles. I'll configure in the turn. I'll be at 1200 feet throughout. We'll come back in for this approach again. Okay.
Copy.
So as soon as I'm off the boat, I'm going to come left. I'll climb to 500 feet, and then 500 feet I'll come left. Climb to 1200 feet at 300 knots. Okay.
Okay.
Right, I think I've got a wind-up signal. Stand by. Can you see my guy?
Looks like you do, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like I do. Okay, winding up then. Okay, we'll salute within a second of each other and try to hit each other, shall we?
Fun. Looks like you don't have a JBD. That's interesting.
A JBD, what's that?
The jet blast deflector behind you. You don't have
yeah,
one.
I think I do. Let's have a look.
That's weird. Yeah, no, you just have one.
Oh, I've never seen that before. It hasn't come up, has it?
Nope.
Right,
That is
before.
weird.
Right, stand by. Okay, saluting in 3, 2, 1, go. Now, we did hit each other before doing this, didn't we?
We did.
We
Make sure
did.
you do a nice big left
We
clearance.
did, absolutely.
Should be fine though, you're lunching a little bit before me. Oh, lovely. Nailed it.
Infield 2, passing waypoint 2 at 12,000.
Clear.
I can just see the yellow light from your burners and nothing else.
Yeah, I know, it's a dark old night out here, isn't it? It really is a dark old night. 11 at 1200, 300 knots. Coming left. Really dark night.
Are your external lights on or off?
They should be on. Stand by, have a look. they're off for some reason. Now, I must have hit a button to turn all the lights off. I don't know how I've done that, because I haven't actually mapped monitored.
Yeah, it might be your pinky switch on your throttle. Just press L on your keyboard, that should bring them all back on.
Yeah, it does. Maybe I've hit that with a thumb torch or something, I don't know. Either I'll let you know when I'm rolling out on the reciprocal. I'm 7295.
I'm behind you on Downwind.
Roger that. So I'll go out to, it says 7 miles. I'm not convinced that's going to give us enough time. Let's go out to 10, return in from 10. This stream's been running for about 50 minutes, so I'm just going to land off this approach. If that's alright.
Sounds good.
We can carry on dancing around if you want. It is dark up here. 8 for 10, 12 on the feet's good. Bring the ILS up. Check it. Happy, clear. That's right, that'll go away. Looking for 10 miles. I'm going to slow down at the turn as well. Miles coming left and configuring.
I'll go out to 12 and then turn in.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll configure and roll out when I'm on the TACAM radio. So.
Infield 3, passing waypoint 3 at 17,000.
Now we're not using any comm here at all, are we? So they're gonna. We'll still get the ball though, won't we? So.
Yeah, we might not get runway lights though, which could be interesting.
Oh, okay. Is that right? Well, we could call, do all the comm, but then we've got to go through everything.
I guess if we just call now, should be fine. I'll do it. Inbound should be the only thing we need to do.
Marshall 101. Marking Mops 315. 412. Angels 1.5. State 3.6.
145. Courage Marshall, base 3 recovery, CV1 approach. Expect final bearing 113. Altimeter is 2993. 145. Marshall motors 2993. Radio 22. DME Angels 7. Expected approach time is 05.
1145. Commencing. State 4.3. Altimeter 29.98.
Read back correct.
Okay, I'm configuring it 10 miles.
Infield 3, passing waypoint 4 at 24,000.
Now, I know final approach setting is about 113, so I know I'm left of, or trying to pick it up left of track now that the localizer bar is going to come across now. There it is, coming down, that's satisfying.
Infield 6, passing waypoint 4 at 24.
Are you on speed already?
Yeah, I'm configured at 8 miles.
Okay, just future reference with case 3s, you should be on speed, you should be at 150 knots up until 6 miles, and at 6 miles you go on speed.
Yeah, I know, you're supposed to hold half flap as well. I'm not doing that there, I'm just getting ourselves on speed as we come in. But we can do that, we can both do 150 with half flap off the boat if you want to 1200 feet, and that's the bolter pattern. I'm just not using it just to get back on the deck reasonably quickly.
Yeah, I was just saying, in the actual like whole descent pattern thing, you should be at 150 knots up until 6 miles, and that's when you go on speed. No, 3 miles even. 3 miles you go on speed, because I was doing that and I've just caught up to you, that's all.
That's interesting you say that, because I was reading through the manuals this morning, I didn't pick that up again. So if you're at 150 knots then, with half flap I'm assuming, until 3 miles, you'd be in the descent already.
Yeah, yeah.
So you'd be in the descent on the glide slope, and then taking gear.
Yeah, you slow to on speed at 3 miles. Well, you configure at 10 miles, like we did, and then you stay
hold.
at... Yeah, so you hold at 250 knots, you configure at 10 miles, keep holding 250 knots, at 6 miles you slow to 150, and then you hold 150, and at 3 miles you slow to on speed, and then you're on speed on the ball.
Yeah, that does make sense actually. I think I've read that in the... I can't remember where I'd actually read that bit.
That's just that knee board I sent to you that you posted in the site briefing thing. That's what I've got up at the moment. That's where it says all the speeds along it.
You can come in behind me anyway. What range now? 6, okay, well you're a mile behind, so I've got...
I've just done an orbit. I caught right up to you, so I've
okay.
just done an orbit. And now I'm back on glide slope. Well, I'm back on localizer. It's 5 miles.
5 miles or so.
5.5.
5.5. Okay, I'm at 4.7. I've got to be quick out of this. I'll let me see. I'll probably better take some speed down the approach. Do that pairs approach again.
It's just going to end up like.
It is going to end up like that, isn't it? I'll see if I can get out of the wires quickly.
Just going to do a bit of a high AOA thing and let you go off.
See how that works.
Infield 5, passing waypoint 4 at 11,000.
Three miles.
I'm at 3 miles. Go needles.
Roger that.
Infield 2, passing waypoint 3 at 25,000. Springfield 1, passing waypoint 4 at 24,000. Infield 3, passing waypoint 4 at 17,000. Infield 9, passing waypoint. Infield 5, passing waypoint 5 at 7,000.
ADEX clear.
101 hollow ball, 2.6.
We'll run over some people. Looking very nice. Yes, nice approach. Good approach.
144.
Thank you. That was a 2-hour.
Didn't say what I had, to be fair. I'm just taxiing over the place here, not too sure where I'm going, fair. Lads. Right, I'm going to bin...
Then Rover 1 out to guide you.
Infield 3, passing waypoint 5 at 16,000.
Tim, I'm going to show you how the downlock override thing works.
The downlock override, stand by.
Infield 5, on station at Bulls 306.
So what is it?
Just keep an eye on my jet.
Yeah, you've... what are you doing? That's awesome. So the nose wheel
You know what it is?
Yes.
Just because the pressure on the nose wheel, they can't go up. But what we can do now is fire missiles.
You can. That is pretty cool. That is awesome. Technically, you're a bit stuck now, aren't you?
Yeah, the gear won't go back up, but I could always do a full burn and take off, because that'll work fine.
So you can't get airborne from there, you're stuck here.
Yes.
Yes. Alright guys, I'm going to stop stream then. Look, just wanted to give you a bit of a... just going to round up this stream on YouTube. Just want to give you a bit of an idea about the approaches that we're flying and this sort of thing. Obviously, we start all again in about 2 weeks' time if you're interested in coming in and the advanced and obviously going through the... oh, to go across the discourse now, stand by. Discord, stand by. Where is it? There we go. That's not it. That's my stream, lads. So we're there. That's the stream as well. Where's Discord? No, stream health. Attack view. No. It was around somewhere anyway. You've seen Discord already, I'm sure you have. Oh, hang on. Where's it gone? There we go. Yeah, so if you want to come across, guys, obviously timotfasterperformance.com or go to patreon.com/Tim Davies. I'll put it in the chat. Obviously, there's only one of me, so I can't take everyone, but we've got loads of space, so we should be okay. Right, it's in the chat. And as I said, maybe jump in the basic first. DCS is free to download, guys. It's a free download. If you do come in, I can give you 25% off this F18, 25% off the F5. Oh, what's happened? There we go. Not Ben's F18 because he's wrecked that. But 25% off this one, 25% off the F5, 25% off Nevada and super carriers. So super carrier, this is why we see these other things on the deck here, and we see little men running around as well. That's pretty cool. So let me know. I'm around anyway, guys. I'm going to have to bin this now. It's been over an hour, okay? I hope you got something from it. Really appreciate it. I'll catch you guys later. Tim Davies. I'm waving. I'm waving from the cockpit. Yeah, see you later, guys.